So, dito sa learning difficulties is meron tayo number 5. Determine the difficulty level of each item. So, of course, establishing test validity and reliability is kailangan anchored ito or category siya sa difficulty level. Like for example, meron tayong beginner level, meron tayong intermediate level, and meron tayong advanced level. So, of course, sa beginning level, dapat basic pa lang or understanding key concepts pa lang. Like for example, is focus muna sila sa basic definitions and understanding fundamental concepts like for example, learning alphabet before writing a novel. So, dito is kapag nag-write sila ng alphabet is dapat step by step din para mas ma-master nila yung concepts na kailangan nilang pag-aralan. So, kapag pag-identify ng validity and reliability nito is, of course, they need to analyze simple test scenarios and identify potential threats to validity and reliability. So, involved dito yung pag-apply ng basic knowledge nila para matest or malaman nila yung mga simple situations like recognizing grammatical errors sa short sentence na ginawa ng mga bata. So, dito naman sa intermediate level, of course, is this requires deeper application naman ng concepts and involves designing and analyzing similar to writing paragraph with correct grammar and vocabulary. So, dito, involved na yung critical thinking nila and yung pag-apply nila ng knowledge sa real-world examples. Like, for example, is yung pagre-review at yung pag-evaluate na ng short story. Ito naman sa advanced level, from the word itself, advanced level, is medyo mahirap na yung pag-validate ng data. So, dito is involved na yung pag-conduct ng mga small research project. Like, for example, is planning and yung pag-execute ng mga simple experiments. Especially sa science, pwede nila itong magawa. And dito naman sa pag-interpret ng data is involved na dito yung advanced data analysis and yung interpretation nila. Like for example, is analyzing a complex research study. So, meaning to say that dapat anchored sa difficulty level ng mga bata yung pag-establish ng test validity and reliability. So, dito sa assessment evidence is created test with a report of its validity and reliability. So, meaning to say na yung evidence is often presented siya sa report that details the method used to assess validity and reliability along with the findings. So, like for example, is assessment evidence. This refers to the data and analysis that demonstrate the validity and reliability of your test. Like, para siyang scientific experiment that proves your test works as intended. So, paano ba ma-report yung validity and reliability nito? So, meron dapat document na nagsusummarize ng evidence na nagagather na masuportahan yung validity and reliability ng test mo. Like for example is yung methods. Ano ba yung procedures na ginawa para ma-assess yung validity and reliability. So, ano yung findings or yung result ng analysis nyo. Like for example, percentage sa statistical data, correlations or other methods ng pag-measure. And of course, merong conclusion merong summary of evidence and whether the test is considered valid and reliable based on the findings.
Again, our topic is about establishing test validity and reliability. Thank you for your listening, and we hope that you are able to understand our topic. We can now proceed with our activity.